G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Well, once again, heavy rain has raised the flood stakes across the Darling Downs. Unwelcome, of course, but tomorrow, hopefully, most of the state should be dry and sunny again, with just a couple of lingering showers in the wet tropics. Some decent rain overnight just west of Mackay. We had 41 millimetres at Mount Dukes. Marion Weir had 40 mils, Kamala 34, Carmilla 27 mils, and Mackay itself had 14. No extremes in temperature today, but the mercury is way higher than it should be for April. It's meant to be 28-ish on the coast, not 30. Let's start with the satellite loop now. Well, overnight and this morning we had some pretty heavy rain coming out of this cloud band that you can see crossing the Darling Downs and Maranoa. We did think some storms might erupt this afternoon as well, but it was a little bit more quiet than expected. And tomorrow it should basically be all gone, except for a couple of showers around the border ranges and the wet tropics. Let's have a look at today's chart. The inland trough is the main feature now, but it's supported by an upper level trough, and that's the main reason why we got the heavy rain across the southern interior. On tomorrow's chart, the inland trough is still there, but the upper level trough weakens and moves offshore, and that'll clear up the weather through most of Queensland. Notice this low forming now in the Coral Sea. It could develop into a cyclone as early as Wednesday, but it will stay in Fijian waters well away from Queensland. And now the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Mackay waters. South to southeast winds, just 10 to 15 knots at first, but then shifting more easterly at 15 to 20 knots in the afternoon. Wednesday sticking at 15 to 20 knots, and Thursday still the same. The high tide's getting quite delayed, any time between late morning and lunchtime tomorrow, depending on your fishing spot, and quite substantial on the back of Friday's new moon. The Central Coast and Whitsunday is a fine and sunny day. Mackay reaching 30 degrees, Bowen 33, Proserpine 32, still too warm. Central Highlands and Coalfields fine and sunny, 35 degrees atop for Emerald, Claremont and Moranbah. Looking ahead for Mackay, increasing cloud later this week and eventually some showers, and as that distant potential cyclone freshens up our winds, it may cool down slightly as well. A few people have recently asked me why all the rainy places in Queensland seem to be on the eastern slopes of big mountains. For example, Babinda and Tully, Yungala National Park and the Conondales. When the prevailing southeast wind strikes a mountain range, moist air from the ocean is forced to rise up the eastern side, where it cools down and condenses into cloud. The air on the western side's a lot drier because it's just had all that rain squeezed out of it, and as it descends back to warmer altitudes, any remaining cloud tends to evaporate. And that's a weather wrap, folks. Take it easy and I'll catch you again tomorrow. But for now, it's back to the team.
Yeah, good on you, Liv, and nice to have you back, mate. Lovely having you company, folks. Just a reminder, anything you'd like to watch again, catch up on our 7plus app or our page, 7news.com.au. And we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Good night.